What is this in my hands? It's from Pootiuo. It's a golf target game, one of those battle chip type games you can play against each other. From the pictures, I don't know if it's for toddlers, for adults. Let's find out. We got some PVC pipe. We're gonna put this thing together. All right, so like when I do my Legos, I like to organize. Let's organize these PVC pipes by size. You got some little babies. Put the little ones together, connectors together, put them the same size. This will help you expedite when you're putting together anything. So this is good for IKEA furniture, whatever. This one has a cap on it. So does this one. I'm guessing these are the legs. Hoping there's some extras because there's a lot of pieces in here. Not too many connectors though. And this is like a plunger thing. Okay. Seems to be where you tee off from. And you know that this could be the tee. That's what I would guess, that this goes like this. And I believe my first guess was correct. Let's come out here, we got some balls. I believe these are spongy. Again, they say that you can play this indoors too, and sure you can. It's not gonna damage too many things, especially if you use these balls instead of these ones, because hit this against the wall, this could do some damage. Spongy ones should be fine. Okay, we got some more connectors. Let's bring them out. What else does this come with? You got a little scorecard in case you can't keep score in a chipping game. And here's the game board. Let's take a look at that. And yardage markers, even though you basically chip into the targets. We've seen these before. Little cornhole golf hybrid type situation. You got a carrying bag in case you wanted to take this to your tailgate or your picnic and put it all together. All right, let's look at what we got here. Good idea to look at the instructions. And there's no like step-by-step assembly. It just kind of shows you one picture, and that is a step-by-step assembly. So now, a master of putting together golf games, I will assemble this. It says 1 through 9. Step 1. All right, so let's do the JamOff. We got 2 jams. We got Crofter's, which is the pride of Canada, and we got St. Dalfour's, the pride of France. Which one tastes better? You're gonna say, the quibblers are gonna say, oh, that's blackberry organic, and that's black raspberry. Same difference, guys. You can compare jams, it has to be exactly the same flavor, okay? Is it close enough? And here's some things you should know about Dalfour. Let's go to the ingredient list. So this one's 45 calories a serving. It's got 0 fat, 0 sodium, 9 grams of sugar, okay? Whereas Crofter's is only 30 calories, so 15 calories less per tablespoon, but it's got some sodium, it's got some salt kick added in, and it's got 7 grams of sugar. Which one do you guys think is gonna taste better? It's not always the one with more sugar, guys. Really, it isn't. Let's try them. And the best way to try jam is using a neutral base. And today we are using King's Hawaiian because it tastes so good and mushy. King's Hawaiian, the most addictive bread that you can buy that's from a mass market bread place. By mass market, I mean it's not like made in a boulangerie or something. This is mass market needed anywhere. So of these mass market ones, King's Hawaiian. Hilo Hawaii, really good. If you're wondering why King's Hawaiian tastes so good,
yeah, I was kind of wondering why there's turkey in the kind.
oh, you're wondering that. Well, everybody knows that nothing goes better with jam than turkey. They tell you it's peanut butter, but it's not. Now, if I had a knife, I would cut each of these King Hawaiians. So what we're gonna do is actually get a knife. As you can see, I'm holding a knife. Knives by Cuisinart. These are not the kind of knives that you're supposed to cut King's Hawaiian with, and you shouldn't be cutting freehand like this, but as an expert knife cutter, it's all good. All right, now I'm gonna always start with the one with more sugar left. What do you think's fair?
I'd go with that one.
This one?
Yeah.
We're gonna start with St. Dalfour. First, this has never been opened before, so you're going to hear the satisfying. Did you hear that? Now we're going to get a jam knife. You don't want to use this kind of knife when you're spreading King's Hawaiian bread. It's gauche. All right, so now we get out a regular knife, and we're going to start with the St. Dalfour. You can really let's take a look at the visual, because you can see that these are real berries. Not often in jam can you see that, so that's a plus. Oh yeah, look at that. That is some good looking jam. Let's get even more on there, so we are sure to get a jam taste. All right, we're gonna try it. Should I close it or eat it open face? I think open face is better. All right, ready? Oh yeah. Smells good. That's good. I don't want to be biased, but that was almost a perfect bite. Crofters, you got your work cut out for you. All right, so ready for that satisfying sound again? One thing to note, yeah, you see that? It's fair trade sugar. Meaning they paid the sugar workers better than St. Dalfour's, or they just pretended they did. Anyway, let's open it up. Established in 1989. Okay, so these preserves you don't see visually, aesthetically not as pleasing as St. Dalfour. It's more of a consistent, opaque look, but this is about taste. So you see, that's typical of this kind of jam though. Doesn't mean it's going to taste worse. It's just going to look more like, you know what that kind of looks like to me? When you get a can of cranberry sauce, right? Same idea. Okay. Smells fine. Now let's take a bite. Subtle. This one doesn't hit you as hard. Okay. Need another bite to be sure who's the winner. Now, these are both very satisfying jams. This one advertises having 33% less sugar than a preserve, the Crofter's. Crofter's has 7 grams of sugar per serving, and the St. Dalfour's has 9. Does 2 grams of sugar make a difference? St. Dalfour's does feel a lot sweeter. It does feel a lot more like you're getting real fruit, even though they're both fruit spreads. These are spreads. This is a spread. St. Dalfour's is the winner, but not by much. And that's another thing I'm going to say. So if sugar intake is important to you, Crofter's is only, I would give the St. Dalfour's an 8.5 out of 10, whereas the Crofter's gets an 8. So this wasn't a resounding victory. If sugar intake is important to you, definitely the Crofter's. It's good enough. Good enough. Winner. These pictorial step guides are interesting. I think I'll figure it out, but you need 1 small doohickey, and it seems 2 medium doohickeys, and these are all the same size. I believe I have completed step 1. Okay. So now he needs to go this way, right? Correct? I mean, there's no other way. It has a picture of a doohickey like this, and this goes in like this. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So then we need one of these on the other side. Nothing like putting together PVC pipe in the morning. Yeah, that looks right. And now I need 2 larger ones on the top. It doesn't say to do this next, but I like to do my own order. Let's see how this, I'm guessing you need, definitely need one of these. We're gonna have to view this in fast forward, or else you're gonna have like major issues watching this at home. Okay. There we go. Huh. How are there going to be holes if this is flat? This. I will be happy when this is fully up and ready to go. Still too many of these things to feed through. Okay. One more long one. Oh, we didn't do this side at all. Okay. It's becoming a ASMR video with those sounds. All right, got the last bit to do, and we'll be rolling. So the key to assembly, now that I'm near the finish line, is find these parts, insert your PVC in them first, and it will save you a lot of aggravation. You won't have to go back and forth like me. Last little bit. Always the hardest bit is the final connection. When you make that. Okay. Any suggestions for how to do this? Look, it's off by too much. Oh, hold on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, getting close. It's gonna break. Oh, I know. Yeah, we did it. Ah, the satisfaction. Let me tell you. Let's get this. Seems a little bit off kilter, right? It's just a twisting situation. Wow. That was a lot. But once it's up, you got yourself a little game to play. Okay, we're inside now. We're going to test it out. All that labor, all that hard work. Now, the joys of our labor. All right, so we get to practice our golf. We're inside. I would have liked to get the first one on, but I like that I didn't hit anything, didn't break any glass, didn't hear any shatters. So let's get the review on. I got 3 targets. The easiest one, the closest to me, is the biggest. Graduates goes up to the top. The pin flag is the smallest target. As a chipping aid, this is decent. It's going to help you work on getting those perfect chips. I'm going to go for the top point score. I was going for the low point score there. The idea is to get it into the baskets, in case you're wondering. All right, this is good for hole-in-one practice. You can't get an outdoor hole-in-one to get an indoor one. Does that count? No. Anyway, it's great for working on your chips. It's fun. It's good for toddlers. And and even older adults and regular golfers too, just for a little golf toy for the inside. Pootiuo battle chip, cornhole meets chipping game. It's fun. Got it in the second ball. Decent. See that I use the bounce. Sort of golf and basketball joke. Think I'm gonna bank it off the backboard? Think that's the way to do it? No, that's the way to get it back to you. It's an easy return system, but it's not really a golf shot. That's how you do it. In the hole. Okay, so grade. Out of 10, it's actually pretty decent. It looks cool. Does what it says it's gonna do. These things are pretty cheap, so it's a great gift. Design-wise, they at least put some thought into it. There's some lines, there's a trees, there's a sky. It's not like just, green wall, shooting to nothing. So attractive score, aesthetics, 8 out of 10. Putting together a little bit hard, but once it's done, all good. And I wasn't even using the instructions, to be honest. I was just kind of putting things together my way. So altogether, Pootiuo, 8.5 out of 10. That's my score. It's pretty decent for what it is. And if you're a toddler, good way to start golf. If you just want a way to chip inside, fantastic. And play outside, backyard golf game. New thing to add to your backyard game collection, your arsenal of games to, so people have stuff to play. You can have ladder golf. You can have, a putting green set up. You can have ping pong. What are some other things I'm missing here? Outdoor games. No. When I think backyard games, I think like simple things like Connect 4, like Giant Connect 4 or stuff like that. It's something to add to your backyard game collection of things to so that people are amused. Also, it's a good way to get kids into golf because getting kids into golf is tough, and this is something simple they can aim for. They like target games. Anyway, you heard it from me first. I dig it. I didn't dig the assembly, but I never dig assembly, so don't disqualify it on that criteria. There'll be information in the description of if you want to check one out yourself. Anyway, it's been Mike Deutsch. It's been Slinging Birdies. If you've watched this long, I really want to thank you because most people they can only watch for 2 minutes. So you guys have stamina, visual stamina, and I appreciate that.